Thanks so much for being here for our Friday networking, where we connect businesses and people throughout our community. Now, as you may know, next Friday, we're going to have a presentation and a Q&A from the Small Business Administration from 8:30 to 9:30, which makes this our last regular social networking of the year. And who better to feature as part of the hub of our community connections than our newest coffee shop and gathering place, Lola's. And who better to introduce us to Lola's than their owner and our newest mayor, Mr. Joe Buck, who you may or may not recognize. He's one of the masked marauders there in the middle of my screen. So please, Joe, say hello.
Hi everyone. Christopher, thank you for the nice introduction. We are so happy to be here hosting the final networking of 2020, and I was thinking back yesterday to and let me introduce my partner Katy Alstat. She's here with me. I was thinking back to when we had the last networking at Lola's. I don't even remember what time of year that was, but it was of course before the pandemic, and it was a complete construction zone in here, and we took tours up to the roof, and now here we are, almost maybe 1 year later after everything that's gone on, and we're so happy to have been able to open just earlier in November. So we've been open now for about a month, and of course one week after we opened, we went back into the shutdown. So like any good restaurant, out there, this crew has already been on quite the roller coaster of a fall, but they're all doing a great job, and we're so happy to see so many people in the community coming out. We are a little bit about the cafe. We're open at 8 until so we're a place for your morning coffee, whether you're grabbing that to go or sitting down, and morning coffee and pastry or breakfast to lunch, and then we're open for happy hour and dinner as well until 7 o'clock every night. You can come in and order. You can order online, order takeout, delivery. We have all of the options, and of course, we have a gorgeous outdoor patio, covered, heated, which we envisioned all along as part of Lola's, and would never have imagined that we would be so desperately needing it in this way. But we're very grateful for it, and of course, it looks great out there. And we're so happy to be now in the same building. I mean, right now, I think Liz is right above me. If the ground were to shake, Liz would probably fall right down into this restaurant. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I know it'd be a disaster. But what a Christmas present that could be, a little Liz right in my lap. So the one other aspect of Lola's that's very cool is that Katie's done such a great job of curating a whole bunch of local, from lots of small local businesses, all sorts of various gifts, all centered around sustainability. So they're all gifts that are either to be used to lead a more sustainable life, or products that are made in a sustainable way, and they're all sourced from small local businesses, especially women and minority-owned businesses that haven't had any feature in Lake Oswego before. And so we're glad to introduce some of them to Lake Oswego for the first time, and hope that they can build a base of business here as well. But they make the perfect gift for folks that you're looking for just something a little unique, that you're not going to find something else for the holidays. We have boxes, gift boxes as well, that with nice gifts that are put together. And then, of course, just purchasing things individually, little stocking stuffers are great gifts. Katie has a little box here she's going to show. Very nice. All right.
We boxed it all up. Very cute.
So I hope to see you all here, if I haven't already, sometime very soon. And I maybe in the future, we'll have it in person. Maybe when we do the the big ribbon cutting, we'll have everyone here back in the space again, This time, I think the last time there was a coffee shortage because most of it ended up in the trunk of my car. So we're driving coffee over here. But next time, plenty of coffee, limitless coffee.
Well, Joe, I know you mentioned how big a deal sustainability is, and that's more than just your gifts there. It also applies to your cafe, right? I mean, it's sustainable food meant to sustain us. You've got a whole bunch of smoothies and avocado toast and all kinds of very healthy items there. Is that right?
Yes, yes, yes. That's right. So we designed the menu of the cafe is really meant to serve. I mean, of course, the community, but really the people working here downtown, people working here in the Beacon, our folks working at City Hall, and all the other businesses throughout the downtown. Meant to provide them with food that will help get them through the day. And I think we can all relate to having that having that lunch midday, and you go back and struggling to stay awake. So wanted to provide food that would fuel people through the day. We did center the restaurant around sustainability. It's so important in how we procure our products. Even the tables in the restaurant were actually made from the tree that sat on the property before the holidays redeveloped it. So they saved that tree, set it aside, and it dried for 2 years, actually. So, and then we were able to use it to fabricate the tables, which is fantastic. So.
Well, that's absolutely awesome. What a great story. Art just popped off with a question about the name Lola's. Where did the name come from, Joe?
Oh, that's a great question. We thinking I'm gonna walk outside here. People are starting to come into the cafe. So. Really present which are places where the whole community comes, and people come from all different backgrounds and perspectives. Sit side by side in our town.
Joe, you may want to get closer to the window over there for your Wi-Fi.
Those values we have in common. Oh. So, yeah.
Joe?
I thought it just sounded like a great place to come and gather. Let's meet down at Lola's. Just rolls off the tongue.
So this is like a comedy skit where we ask an important question, and as he gives the answer, he goes on mute and we can't hear anything at all. So if you can move closer to your window, Joe, to tell us that story. Your audio completely broke up and you were frozen.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Probably because I moved away from the main area there. What I was saying about Lola is the name. It really represents as gathering places. Our cafes and restaurants in LO. We all come from different backgrounds, from different professions, different perspectives, and yet we all sit side by side in our cafes and restaurants all throughout Lake Oswego. And so Lola represents that the best in all of us, that which we all have in common, that which we share, and as a gathering place, it's so important for us to have these places, our cafes all throughout LO, which is something we're all feeling, especially right now, as we've been yearning to get back together to gather, but of course wisely being very careful as we get through the pandemic. But that's why these it's been great, and so many of you, I see all of you on this call really have been such strong supporters of all the restaurants in LO, and it's important to do that so that post pandemic we get back to enjoying each other's company in kind of the living rooms of our community.
Thank you, Joe. I don't think that could be better said. Sustainability and connection as we head into our holiday season. Is there anything else you'd like to share with this group?
No, I just look forward to seeing you all soon, and I hope that you come in and see me and Katie and our team. And I'm very thankful. Katie has done so much work for Lola's, and over the summer was campaigning for for the office as well as getting the restaurant open, and I couldn't have done it without Katie. And so we're so happy to be here together, and thank you all.
Well, thank you so much to both of you. Thank you for stepping up and being the hosts of our final networking of the year. Does anybody have anything else for Joe before we switch gears? Anastasia?
I noticed on your menu you've got fried green tomatoes. Where do you source green tomatoes? It seems like suppliers want to just give you red tomatoes.
No, they always want to give us unripe everything. So it worked out really well. You know, it actually was supposed to be just a ripe tomato sandwich, but they can't get it right. So it just turned into green tomatoes. You know, it's like, well, we'll take what we can get.
Well, Joe, I know you've also got some pretty crazy coffee, hot tea beverages there. What is the most unique drink you have on the menu?
Oh, well, you know, one drink that's very popular is the golden milk latte, which is turmeric and pepper and cinnamon spice latte. That's yellow. Oh, and Katie tells me it's caffeine free and anti-inflammatory.
Back to sustainability for humans. Again, thank you, Katie. Thank you, Joe. Absolutely awesome to see you both today. I know that you have other engagements, so thank you for carving time out of your morning to be with us. And once again, thank you for your message about sustainability and connecting with one another.
Thank you. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you.
Well, that was absolutely great to get to see both Joe and Katie. Liz, do you have some announcements for us?
It is a fabulous time to be at the chamber. And if you know anybody who needs PPE, which is personal protective equipment, we have plenty of it here. And we have had 40 businesses so far contact us. We will be getting another shipment, I believe, next week. So we need to see this inventory go out the door before the end of December, because we want our businesses to keep people safe. So if you want to come by today, if you have a business that wants to pick stuff up today, that's great. Or have them send me an email at liz@lake-oswego.com, and we will get PPE equipment out the door. We will also have, as Christopher mentioned, a special guest next week from the United States Small Business Administration. This is a program you need to register for, and it will be starting at 8:30. You'll be seeing more of these programs before the end of the year, because we do have Jen Peterson on the call today, who is our program coordinator for the Business Recovery Center. The Business Recovery Center team of 4 are working hard this week to contact first restaurants and then our local Main Street businesses, but as well our fitness and businesses that are closed right now, to see if they need any additional assistance that can be provided through the Clackamas County Community College Business Development Program. So please watch the e-blast. As soon as we hear about any grants that are open, we will get it in your hands immediately. We don't anticipate there are going to be any more first come, first serve programs, but in the event they are, you need to see them, you need to apply when they go in. We are anticipating the money from the state of Oregon through Clackamas County to be announced on Tuesday, although the program may not be announced till Wednesday. So again, kind of keep in mind to be watching on Tuesday and Wednesday this week for any announcements. I know Washington County has already announced their grants, as well as Multnomah County. So if your business is in one of those counties, you need to check the Portland Business Alliance or the Washington County, the Business Recovery Center. Happy to answer questions anytime. Just give a call. We are here, but I will be on the main floor of the Beacon building today and handing out PPE. Thank you.
What kind of PPE do you have?
We have masks, we have hand sanitizer, we have wipes, we have thermometers, and gloves.
Great.
And spray, disinfecting spray.
Thank you for asking that, Lynn. That was exactly what I was going to ask Liz to clarify. And again, Liz, these are things we want to get out. So if anybody there has a business, please do come. If you need some in your lobby, if you're hosting people, if there's the off chance that you want to have some on site, that's what this resource is here for. So please do come in and do that. And then in the chat, Megan asked a question about whether or not people needed to be signed up. And I believe that was in reference to next week's Small Business Administration. No. Do people need to sign up for what, Megan?
For the PPE, some recovery centers are requiring you to register online before you come pick up. So I was just curious before I told businesses.
I have been asking people to email me the name of their business to send to Liz at Lake-Oswego. I need the name of the business, the name of the contact, how many employees you have, your phone number, and your email address. So
Okay,
I'll put
perfect.
that in the chat. I've been putting it in the newsletter. Once people have emailed me, then we set up a time. I am sending a sheet to the BRCs as our documentation, because a lot of people just won't go and fill out the form,
Okay.
which
Cool,
is crazy,
thank you.
but they should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the clarity, Liz, and thank you for the question, Megan. I hope that answered everything to your satisfaction. I don't think we have any first timers here on this phone call. So it looks like what we'll do now is take a moment to split into our smaller groups and connect with one another briefly before we come back as a big group. Liz, are you ready for that?
Just give me 1 second here and we will send you out into the hinterlands. 1, 2, 3. I think 4 rooms is plenty today.
I've always wanted to go to the hinterlands, so thank you very much, Liz.
And away you go.
She's great at it.
Hi, Julia. Oh, you're on mute.
How are you doing today?
I am doing well. Are you going to go to the hinterlands or take a moment?
Do you always go to a group?
No, I drop into groups once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what group you're assigned to. Oh, it doesn't even show you. Oh no, you're in breakout room.
I'm in breakout room 1. Who's
Well,
in that?
where would you like to be? That's with Christopher and, oh, we need to move Christine. She can't be in the same one with Christopher.
Oh, this will be fun when you suck people out. It's hilarious for the group.
Oh dear.
Hey, you said there's gloves. What kind of gloves are they?
Vinyl. Medium and large. And they're going somewhat quickly. I think I've got a few. Are you coming today?
No.
Do you
How
want
do
me
you
to
spell
hold?
vinyl?
Do you want me to hold some aside?
I don't know. How do you spell vinyl?
VINYL.
Oh, that's why my phone, no, that's why my phone won't autocorrect. Only sizes medium and large. I am texting my coworker.
Okay. Very good. How is your coworker doing?
Doing well. You know, really